Dubai fragrance influencers if they were honest about the latest viral fragrance release.
Oh! What on earth was that?
My girlfriend if I have the audacity to try and turn over in bed.
Sorry to bother you, but could you keep the noise down just a little bit, please?
And this was Prussian Field Marshal Blücher when he saw that Wellington was losing the Battle of Waterloo.
Do you know what?
What?
I am going to help him.
Oh.
Hello folks, welcome back to the show. So today I'm going to talk about my signature scents, the ones that I'm wearing most at the moment. Authenticity is what this video is all about. Before we get into that, don't forget my recommended UK-based fragrance sampling site is fragrancesamplesuk.com. Go there and sign up and you'll get 10% off your first order. And also check out their amazing fragrance advent calendar available on their site now. My recommended USA-based fragrance sampling site is decantboutique.com. Right now, you can use the code BLACKNOV25 for 25% off across their amazing array of design and niche fragrance samples. Both sites linked in the description of this video. Okay, signature scents. Real simple, this one. These are the ones I wear most, and you can see most of them have at least a reasonable dent, as they say, in the bottle. So here we go. I'm sure I've mentioned many of them before. The first one that I really love, and this is down to my last half of I think that's 125ml bottle, so half of that left. Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme, the original formula from originally 1994. It was made for many years after that, but if you get the one with the sticker that says Euro Italia on the bottom, still a few of them out there on eBay. Absolutely exquisite citrus, woods, herbs, and a little twist of tobacco. Absolute 10 out of 10 fragrance. For some reason, I've had about 9 bottles. Only one had gone off, so you might just be lucky. Dolce & Gabbana, the Eau de Toilette Pour Homme. As you can see, we've worn loads of that one and emptied several bottles already. Next up, same story here. Dior Eau Sauvage. Again, I have the vintage bottle or the vintage version. Another one empty there. I'm down to a splash bottle. I think I've got a 100ml splash bottle, and then I might have to buy some backups. I've had 4 or 5 bottles of this. Just the most exquisite citrus aromatic. Well, it's as good as anything I've ever smelled in the vintage formula. Still good in the modern one, but this one had the real oak moss and stuff. Really good stuff. If you get any version with an orange box, the bottles still look the same today, but that's an easy way you can tell, and there's a few other ways you can tell too. So it's citrus, beautiful jasmine accord in there. Hedione was a big factor, and vetiver, again, quite herbal, just beautiful, fresh, juicy, masculine citrus, almost kind of an oak moss, that rugged, manly thing in there, just a tiny bit with a really citrusy, fresh vibe. Everyone loves that one. Who smells it on me, and again, you know, it's authentic. I know I'm not telling you about a new release because everyone else is doing that. You can see I've used that one. So Eau Sauvage from Dior, if you can get the vintage one, it's really great. I will mention, of course, it would be kind of strange since I'm very fortunate enough to have the fragrance brand of Naughton and Wilson, which we co-founded together, me and Mr. Wilson. Of course, our new release, Old Money, is getting some good wearings lately, and that's an absolutely sensational fragrance that has notes including, we've got maraschino cherry, briefly, in the beginning of the fragrance. We've also got bergamot. We've got lovely vetiver and patchouli in there, a twist of tobacco, oak wood, all kinds of cashmere wood is in there too. Really complex and amazing aromatic woody fragrance. Classy, old school style, but still contemporary enough for the modern gentleman to wear. Absolutely amazing. Buy it for the launch price at naughtonandwilson.com. A couple of reviews that we've got on our site. They're verified customers. That's what they say about it. And actually my long-standing signature, I guess they all are because it's my brand, so I wear them all a lot and love them. But I really like Bon Viveur, which is a beautiful citrus aromatic stroke chypre fragrance. Absolutely stunning. And if you were to buy Old Money with this one too, for instance, you get 20% off this. So any other fragrance with your launch price order of Old Money will get an extra 20% off the other fragrance. Stay tuned for Black Friday. What we're going to do, we will have some offers on individual bottles of things like Gravitas Pour Homme, so just a bit off those. The Old Money won't come down anymore, and there will be some amazing curated 3 fragrance gift sets at naughtonandwilson.com coming up around about this weekend as I film this on our site. So yeah, of those ones, the most long-standing signature, genuinely, truthfully, for me, is the amazing Bon Viveur. A bit underrated, and it gets a little bit less talk than the others, but it should not do. Okay, next up then. I've been wearing these two recently a lot, as you can see, quite a lot gone. YSL Pour Homme, the 1971 release. I'm sorry there's a lot of vintage in here, I'm just being honest. Classic, again, kind of YSL, Yves Saint Laurent's answer to Eau Sauvage, a great citrus woody fragrance, a little bit more rugged and less citrusy than Eau Sauvage, and almost a prototype in a way of that masculine kind of gnarly animalic undertone that we saw much more prominently in Chorus. And the Haute Concentration version here is the other really rare version that is a little bit different, but if you like this one, you'll love that. Any version will do that you can get, including the reissue that was in a black cuboid bottle. Another one that I love, Bon Monsieur. Quite a few Rogue perfumeries in my rotation, but this one's getting a bit of love at the moment. Incredible textbook aromatic fougere. Rogue Perfumery Bon Monsieur. If you want the best cousin to things like Duc de Vivon's à l'Extrême or the discontinued Gucci Nobile or Dracar Noir, but plus and better, this is amazing. You don't need to hunt out vintage bottles of things. Rogue Perfumery Bon Monsieur, quintessential classic green and ferny, manly aromatic fougere. Just two more. Poor Lorraine, I bought this for some event. Was it her birthday or something else? Something, and I've used probably more of that than she has. Light blue from Dolce & Gabbana. It's the women's one. Eau de Toilette, a beautiful, fresh, very crisp, citrusy fragrance, like lemonade type smell, and like the perfect summer holiday fragrance. But I still wear it here in the autumn time because, you know, if we just go, Lorraine comes at the weekend, we go out for lunch or something. I don't want to think too heavily about, I just want to smell fresh and clean. And it really works well. Finally, then, we're going to go for one that I featured in my last video. This is Brutal Classic Intense, classic Polish fragrance. And apparently it was first released in 1977. It's a bit like Aramis by Aramis, but a little more soapy and fresh and less leathery and spicy, but it still has elements of all those things. So that's the honest truth about what I wear. Let me know what you guys think about that. We'll see you in the next episode. Remember, whatever you're doing in life, let's project. And although sometimes life can stink, at least we can always smell good, right? Bye-bye. All Naughton and Wilson fragrances are made in England at the Cotswold Perfumery in the picturesque village of Burton-on-the-Water. They have been making fragrances there using the very finest ingredients since 1966. Perfumer John Stephen has a perfect grasp of our unique house style and has added his own magical twist to each of our creations. Order our new release, Old Money, for a special launch price in the USA, Canada and UK at naughtonandwilson.com. For EU orders, email us at info@naughtonandwilson.com.